Good evening and welcome. This is Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, Areg, for Wednesday, April 20th. Happy 420. This is week 1492 weeks that Areg has been on the air. And my name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton below the escarpment. This informal simplex net, originally founded by John Sims, VE3JSU, is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. local time, here on 146.430. While this is a simplex net, it is likely that not everyone will be able to hear everyone else, and this should not discourage you from participating, and it may even encourage some of you to improve your station. And keeping in mind that relaying communications has a long history in amateur radio, we encourage the practice to ask for a relay when a station is unable to hear the other party or to pass on a message. We also ask that you please try and leave a 2-second delay between transmissions to allow other stations to break in. And may I now have check ins for this evening's AREG?
B3 AM2.
All right, I hear VE3KMQ. Good evening there, Mike. Whereabouts are you? You sound a little further away than normal.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. I'm on my handheld in my living room, so that's probably why I'm a little quieter. And I think the voltage is down a little bit on here. It's not But anyway, just to check in, thought I'd say hi, and not much going on. So with that, back to you, BA3CJZ, B3KM2.
All right, Mike. Well, thanks for taking the time out and checking in with us. Your portable is giving us S9 over here at the Center Mall in East Hamilton. So, for a portable from where you are, that's a really good job. So, again, thank you for checking in. I know there's a lot of nets in the evening time, so I don't know how many more there are, but we'll let you go for now. Enjoy the rest of your week, Mike. We'll talk to you again soon. VE3KMQ, VA3CJZ. Anything else, Mike?
No, not really. Just one thing. I managed to get my advanced qualification past week. I guess it was last week for the Burlington Club, and I'm very proud of that. We got the certificate in the mail this past week, which was Monday. So, good to have that. Other than that, that's about it. You have yourself a great net and D3K.
Okay, there, Mike. Well, congratulations. That is on my list of things to do as well. So hopefully I won't be too far behind you. So right on. Congratulations for the advanced. Very good then. Okay, let's see if anyone else is out there like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ here in East Hamilton. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton, and we're looking for your check-ins. Please come now.
VA3NCA.
There we go.
E3 Lima Delta Zulu.
All right, I got two stations in there. We got VA3NCA and VE3LDZ. Let's go and say hi to Wade in Dundas. Good evening, Wade. How are you?
Good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on net. I'm doing well, Chuck. Thanks. It's nice halfway through the week. We made it halfway through. It's 4:20, which I was reminded by somebody at work who surprised me about reminding me, an executive at the university, which is just fine, totally fine, just unexpected. Other than that, not much going on. Curious, I wonder if you started the stream or not. I usually use it to listen to the stations I can't pull in, which is really helpful. But it sits there saying waiting for Chuck, which is something we do for every Wednesday, and just not usually on YouTube anyways. Nothing much more to say, so I'll send it back to you, Chuck. Thanks, VA3NCA.
Okay, there, Wade. Yes, I forgot to mention that we are streaming live on YouTube. Just enter in my call sign VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box and look for us live there or under the title Areg Week 1492. Uh, Maybe refresh the page there, Wade, and let me know if it comes on.
Okay, I will attempt to refresh now, and I'll let you know. Oops, where's it there? Okay, that's much better. Thank you very much.
Okay, very good. Enjoy the stream. Okay, let's go to Larry in the east end of Hamilton, the opposite end. VE38 Lima Delta Zulu. Larry, how are you?
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody out there. Yeah, not much going on. Just realized again, tomorrow is garbage day.
Yeah.
Everybody puts their garbage out at night, and it looks like it's going to be another windy day again. 80-kilometer-hour winds. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, eh? Yeah, I know, eh? Um, yeah, tie your way down your bins. I got my after the last big one I saw, oh, I don't know, 6 or 7 blue bins traveling down my street and ended up stopping right at a car that was parked out front. That was funny. I made sure we had our house address on our bins, and yeah, if we have to go chasing for them, at least we know the numbers on there. But thanks for reminding everybody here in the East End. It's yeah, garbage night, another windy day.
No worries. I just kind of find it funny that last 4 weeks, if not maybe 6 weeks, it's been windy every garbage night, garbage day.
Now that you mention it,
Well, sounds like fun. I got mine out there. They're all tied together. Got the heavy ones tied to the light ones. It's all good.
yeah. At the very least, you could tie 2 of them together, and that way they won't blow away unless it's really windy. But they're usually pretty good when they're loaded down with the trash. It's when they empty them. If you're not there to pick up your bins, and you may not see them again. You know, we've ended up with the odd extra blue bin that nobody wants to come get. So it's not going to sit on my front lawn for more than 24 hours. So.
I'm not going to put out the recycle. Even if they're in bags, they blow away. But no worries. Anyways, just thought I'd key up and say hello and carry on the evening there, Jack.
All righty. Thank you, Larry, for checking in, and happy 420. It is April 20th, 2022, and we are in the 20th hour. It's 20:08 in 24-hour format. So there you go, eh? All right, well, let's see if anyone else is out there like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Looking for check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Alpha X-Ray Juliet. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Radio Bravo Mobile.
Okay, I heard AXJ, but the mobile was a little fuzzy there. Can you bring it back again? I heard Victor Alpha 3.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Mobile. 3, Radio Bravo Mobile, over.
Victor Alpha 3 Radio Bravo Mobile, is that correct? That station there, I heard Victor Alpha 3 Radio Bravo.
PA 3 Mobile, over.
sorry, I've got a S5 of noise, and just as you're giving me your call sign there, the signal drops out because you're mobile. The antenna's moving around. Is anyone else there that can relay?
Chuck, I think it's Mike Radio Bravo. That's what it is.
Okay, Mike, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Bravo. Yeah, I had a hard time picking you out of there, but thankfully we got people high up on the escarpment and can relay the information. Thank you very much, Larry and PDL. And let's try and bring him in again there. VA3MRB.
Can you hear him, Chuck?
No, I've completely lost him. If you could relay, please.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, hello, Chuck and everyone on that. My name is Mike, and just left work and heading home to Milton. So just checking in on the mobile. Over.
Oh, there you are. Okay, Mike. Yeah, now I can hear you. I don't know if you were on low power before, but or you just moved from where you were. But yeah, right on. Thanks for checking in. This is your first time, I guess, right?
Down there, Chuck. That's the worst Fort Coleman is your number.
Copy that on the Polk Colburn. All right. Well, thanks for checking in. If you're getting a little closer there, give us a shout again so we can all hear you better. Okay. Thanks, Mike. Let's go back up to Rick, VA3AXJ. Rick.
Yeah, good evening there, Chuck. I lost all receive here for a few minutes. Didn't know what happened. Everything just went dead on me. Anyhow, I heard you had problems with your truck. Get her fixed up?
Oh, yes. The wife's car. Yeah. Turns out it was the battery. We called CAA this morning. The guy brought a tester over and said the battery was at 38% performance wise. So she went down to Parkdale, got herself a battery, and went to see her mechanic. And for a couple of coffees, a couple of Timmies, he put a new battery in for her. Lickety split. Takes 5 minutes, right? And apparently everything's all good. So now she's at work. The car is off. The last time she called me, she said the car wouldn't start and was going to take a bus home. So we'll see what happens tonight around 10:30.
Yeah, right, Joe. Yeah, I missed last week there. I got food poisoning, and I was down for 3-4 days with it. Got some bad fish. I won't go through that again.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, eh? Fish is so good, but the slightest thing can make you sick. Yeah, if you're sensitive to fish products, you'll know it. But then again, if you just get a bad batch of food and your stomach doesn't like it, well, then that's totally different. So I'm glad you're feeling better there, Rick.
Yeah, what it was, I went to the fish truck, the French fry truck, down by the Burster on Marion Barton, and got a family-sized order of fish and chips. That was a Thursday. No, it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday. I lost a day here. And I no sooner ate, and after I ate, I got that big gas bubble in the stomach, and that was the end of that. And I was in bed. I was sweating cold sweats. No fever, but just weak. Couldn't move. It's like that for 2 days, but it's gone. It's cleared up, so back to normal now. I hope.
Yeah. Well, yeah, make sure when you're eating fish that it's made right, and you know, uh, try and be careful. So yeah, listen, Rick, I got a email today from Canada Revenue Agency, and I'm sweating, right? Because I'm on early CPP, and because I'm over 60. And so when I did my taxes, I wasn't sure if I was giving them enough money, but I had to log in after I was reading the email. I got the sweats right away, logged into the CRA website. And the good news is I don't owe any money. The bad news is I don't get any back either. So hopefully I'll still get GST checks. And some people get the Trillium. What did I get? Like $50 worth from them. So yeah, hopefully the numbers will go up there for money coming in. But anyways, just to let you know, the CRA, if you've done yours electronically, uh, check your inbox.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't owe no money. Thank God for that. I'm just under the limit. But my tenant next door here, he's got to pay $4,000. He's having a heart attack.
Oh my gosh, no kidding. Yeah, that's why I said I was sweating bullets there when I saw the email. I'm like, oh no, I gotta find out.
Oh, see, he's still working and cutting old age and the CPP. He doesn't get the gain still, but yeah, and he got that CERB. He got
Oh, that's
and they
why.
screwed him there too.
Yeah.
He had to pay all that money back. Yeah, like $4,000. He doesn't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to have to make arrangements with the IRS, I guess you'd call it, or the government installment plan. He's not too happy about that.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't really check the ins and outs of this CERB and whatever other benefits they were handing out. I think at one point, anybody legitimate enough to claim it got it, but then I think they did it a second time around, and it's kind of a loan. It's not free. They're loaning you that money. But I mean, if you were sent home, you had to stay home for a month, 6 months, whatever. Then you got it, right? So yeah.
Yeah, he had to quarantine for 14 days. That's why he qualified for it. But if he knew this was going to happen, he wouldn't have never bothered. He just would have went on to his savings and just, toughed it out for 2 weeks and then went back to work. But yeah, these people that cheated the government, they're going to find out what's going to happen to them. They're really going to get it.
Well, if he was only off work for 2 weeks, then he didn't. He only qualified for CERB for 2 weeks. So how does that equate to $4,000?
No, plus the money that he made working and unemployment. But the unemployment, they're the ones that screw it up. But they never do that. They never screw up. You know that, Chuck. They're always on the up and up. Eh? They don't, but they did, and he got it too. So he's got to pay it.
Okay, well that's uh, sad to hear. A lot of people are going to be in that same boat. Can't afford to pay it back, and it always weighs on you. You're always thinking about that. Okay, Rick. Well, thanks very much for checking in and sharing that with us. We're going to move down to the next person, and that would be VE3LBI. Thanks for the relay, Larry. Please come now. No? All right. Well, I heard PDL in there as well. VE3PDL. Are you there, Paul?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Chuck, and everyone aboard. Good to hear everybody here and jumping in. Yeah, Larry probably just had something to do. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. And yeah, not much to add there, Chuck. Just a bean for the pot so far. V3PDL.
Yeah. Happy 420. And yeah, I started some seeds and I just let them go. There's been hardly any sunshine. I got dejected. Said, "I'll start over again." Well, the sun was out a lot today. I must admit it was fairly cool, but it was nice if you were in the sunshine. And apparently, we're going to be hitting double digits there for the next several days. So I'm really looking forward to that. How about you?
Yeah, it was pretty nice today. I didn't mind today at all. Nice and sunny at least. Could have been a notch or two warmer, but yeah, we're not too far off of it now.
Yeah, went to Walmart today. I don't think I saw anybody except staff wearing the mask, and not all staff either. So yeah, it's getting more and more back to normal without masks. I mean that kind of normal, but yeah, it was kind of nice. All right, Paul. Well, thanks for jumping in. I do appreciate it, sir. We'll call on you again in a little bit.
Alrighty, sir. I'll be here listening along. If anybody's got a troublesome signal and you need a hand, I'll be here as well as Larry. So I'm sure we'll get everybody covered.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Yeah, Art might check in tonight. So VE3 Kilo Charlie India might jump in there. So, all right. Well, let's start with some announcements. I'm on the ONTARS website. That's ontars.com, and it says here that this weekend, this Sunday, there's a junk in the trunk if you want to drive to Barrie. April 24th, 2022. And what else? Oh, N Park, Niagara Peninsula Amateur Radio Club, Treasures in the Trunk on the 28th of May. That's in about a month's time, five weeks' time. And then the Milton Hamfest will be on the 9th of July. July 9th of this year is the Ontario Hamfest. And then in August, we have the Parry Sound Hamfest. So it looks like a lot of those things are going to be opened up for ham fests and swap meets. So that's really good news for us amateur radio operators. And I understand the boys might be able to get into the Warplane Heritage Museum once again. That'd be nice to have them transmitting out of there. And let me drop. And we also have, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, again, it's the ONTARS website. Just scroll down. It'll tell you the all the stuff that's coming up. And for contests, we are on the contestcalendar.com page. Contest calendar, one word, .com, and you can check out all the contests coming up this weekend. There's the North American Single Sideband Sprint Contest, and that's going to be at 0 Zulu time until 04 100 Zulu time on April 24th. So for 4 hours only. That's geographic focus is North America, participation is worldwide, and single sideband mode for 20 meters, 40, and 80. And all the other short-lived contests. There's not too many contests that I'm interested in, but there's one called ANZAC, Alpha November Zulu Alpha Charlie ANZAC Day Contest, and that's for FT8, single sideband, and CW. And that covers the 10-meter band, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. So anyways, like I said, check it out. Go to contestcalendar.com and get all your information there. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't skip over anybody. Let's check in and see if Larry has come back. VE3LBI. Are you there, Larry? I might be letting a little one out for P there. Okay, well, this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. We are streaming live on YouTube. Just put in my call sign in the YouTube search box and look for us live there or under the title Areg Week 1492. Only 8 more weeks to go until we hit 1500. I kind of like that nice round number. And then 12 weeks after that, it'll be the 29th year anniversary that AREG has been on the air once a week on this frequency. Okay, well, let's see if anyone else wants to check in with us. This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey.
Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Papa Golf.
Okay, I heard 2 stations there, IMW and Whiskey Papa Golf. Let's go to Mac and see what's cooking. Good evening, Mac.
Well, you had to ask, and yes, I just got back from the barbecue. I picked up one of those super deal chickens on the weekend from No Frills. Just about the size of your normal rotisserie chicken, but my trick on the barbecue is to run burner number 1 and 3, leave burner number 2 off, and cook it breast down right on the grill, right in between the 2 hot spots. And boy, oh boy, the skin actually bubbles with all of the chicken juices, so that it infuses the white meat with all of the juice that drips down from the dark meat. So yeah, I just pulled that off the barbecue and got back to the radio. So the other thing notable is I'm looking for some audio feedback. Not that I want to hear anybody with a loud squeal, but yes, I took out my drills and I put a big auger through the front end of my stock microphone. So I'm going to ask you to listen to this one, and then I'll hook up Larry's SM20, and you can tell me how much difference you hear between the 2 of them. Roger?
For sure. Mac will do that. And yeah, and you can also hear yourself back on the YouTube live stream. That way you can hear for yourself just what the 2 different microphones sound like. Do you want to do that now, or do you want me to take the next check-in?
Well, let's do it now because I've just switched microphones. So this one is Larry's SM20. The previous microphone was the stock mic with a big auger hole in the front of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, the auger hole one didn't sound bad to me at all, but I am wearing earbuds, streaming all the sound through my earbuds here. And it's just like you would press the loudness button on your boombox here or stereo, and there's a big difference. It's a lot fuller and a little, a bit of a bass boost in there. So I like it. Bring it back with some more audio there, Mac.
Okay, well, like I said, this is the SM24. The previous mic I was using was a stock mic where I took a big, well, I'm not sure what size it was, but basically I drilled out, I think it was something around 1/4 of an inch. So it opens up the cavity in the hand mic. But you're saying this one's still louder and fuller, Roger?
Yes, definitely it is. And I do believe Rick was in there, AXJ, with a comment. I just heard a partial word there. Rick, you're pretty quick on the mic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like that mic better there, Matt. It's a lot more fuller. The stock mic's more of a tinchy. But yeah, I like that mic. That's a nice sounding mic.
Okay, appreciate the feedback. I think the extra hole or the extra drilling I did, I had previously drilled out the hand mic with a bunch of little 1/64 inch small holes, just trying to open up that cavity, but I tore it apart again tonight and figured I'd take at it and open it up again. I still have the Heil hand mic on its way as soon as the special order comes into Radio World, so be interested to see how that one compares to both of these, and then yeah, obviously this desk mic will be going back to Larry. He's been good enough to loan it to me. Anyways, yeah, I'm here for the duration. And if you had smell a radio, you would be able to smell the fresh barbecued chicken, because the smell is just permeating the whole house. It's absolutely delicious. So it's nice to have the warm weather where you can pop outside and do all that barbecuing stuff and enjoy and enjoy and enjoy. Okay, Chuck, I'm here for the duration, and I'll be sitting on the edge of my seat, just waiting to hear, this day in history. Roger?
Oh, yeah. Okay. For sure. Yeah. But for now, we're going to carry on and go to the next person on the list. And who might that be? Oh, that would be VA3, Whiskey Papa Golf. Is that Chris?
Yes, good evening, everybody. This is, Chris, VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf, also known as Victor Echo 4 Charlie Romeo Golf, V3. Got my new call sign today. Just running some tests on an antenna that I built over the weekend. 2-meter, 3-element beam. The driver calls for 37 to 39 inches. I made some extra room to cut down, and even with an inch over the limit, I have a 1.01 SWR right now. It's currently I'm on the X30A antenna. Pardon me, ignore those SWRs. I thought that was low. The beam is 1.2. So when I come back around, I'm going to switch over to the beam, which is pointed out east, looking past the Bayview 100 apartments, and then you go a little further, looking past the YWCA and the old hotel there. What's that hotel called? I just had it here. On James and Hunter, somewhere around there, I believe. And then once it's out there, it's a straight shot into Stony Creek, and I can see the broadcast tower flashing its white light out there. The interesting thing is my beam is pointed just 3 inches off of my vertical, dual band vertical, and directly at the tower at the CHCH building, which is really the only way that I can point it out. And pointed in that direction, CJZ and IMW on the vertical were both hitting me at I've been switching the coax cables back and forth from the vertical to the beam, and switching over to the beam on dropped CJZ and IMW from a 9 down to a 7. However, I didn't catch the call sign, but Rick and PDL are both S9 plus here, but have some electrical noise in the background. However, when I switched over to the beam, it is absolutely quiet, like they're standing right next to me. So with that, I'll send it back to the net, and then my next transmission, I will be pointing east on the vertical, I guess, or pardon me, pointing east on the beam, and see how that works out.
Okay, Chris. Well, thank you very much for all that info. If you want to look and see exactly where I am, just go to qrz.com and put in VA3CJZ and look underneath. Press. There's a drop down, or not a drop down, but what is it? Let me get to it here real quick. Once you get the call sign in there, just click on detail. I forgot what it was. Click on detail, and that will give you the bearing on the compass as to where we are. If you want to point your antenna at someone, just look up their call sign, and if their grid square and everything is correct, um, you'll be able to pinpoint exactly where to point your antenna. Okay, very good, Chris. Thank you very much, sir. We'll wait for you for next round there, and we'll see what you got. Well, let's go to. Oh, okay, we already covered that. Let's see if Larry's come back. VE3LBI.
Yeah, we're back. Just had to do something, so I had to jump away here for a couple minutes, Chuck. I don't know what I was going to say, something, but it doesn't matter. Oh, the rental fee for the microphone for Mac there, yeah. Well, after a certain period of time, it doesn't double. It just we'll just cut the price back for the rental fee.
Or some of that barbecue. What was I going to say? How'd you make out with selling that radio?
Oh, I got a lot of tire kickers. Everybody wants something for nothing, right? So we just sit on it. It can go back on the shelf. I don't care, but I'm not going to give it away.
Oh yeah, it's like all the times we've had yard sales. You chop the price down so low on what it's worth, and people still want to nickel and dime you. It's like, look, buddy. But some people, especially some of those Europeans and whatnot, that are used to markets and they like to haggle. It's customary, I guess, but it's annoying for me here in North America. There's a sticker on the price. That's what I want.
Well, the thing about it is, I put it up for the price, and I said our best offer. So, like I said, but it doesn't matter to me. I don't need the money. I just thought maybe somebody would like to use the radio. It's nothing wrong with it. So, anyways, it's like I say, tire kickers. They want something for nothing. I know, and I don't bother with some of the best offers. I just leave it alone and say, yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah, right on. So, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I got an email from the Canada Revenue Agency today. And let me tell you, I was quite nervous. I think I would rather open up a letter from them. I still get the same nervous, but looked up my account and found out that I don't owe any money and I don't get any back. So, oh well, at least I'm not paying them out.
Yep, no, I hear you. Yeah, we got ours back a while ago. We did electronically, so we always buy a program. Did the kids and did ours, and get that all straightened away, and the money's in the bank. That's all I can say.
Yeah, same here. Renata gets her friend to do ours electronically, and that's why I got the email from them. And so that's one less weight off my shoulder. Because I waited a few months before I started taking taxes off my CPP benefits, so that's why I was a little bit nervous.
Yeah, well, we 1 year we screwed up and forgot to put in an RSP that we had. When I worked for Quaker State, Staker Quake, there was an RSP that was sitting out there for $1,200 or $1,500 that we knew nothing about. Anyways, they asked what we wanted to do with it. We said, well, just send us a check. Forgot all about it. Filed in our taxes and everything. They said, well, wait a minute, you guys owe us some money. I said, what's that for? So we did some scrubs around. Oh yeah, okay. Forgot all about that, but it wasn't really didn't owe any money. It just took money off from what we were going to get back. So it wasn't a big deal. But oh well, it is what it is, and the government wants their money, as you know. But anyways, we didn't do too bad this year, getting some money back. That's going to help out.
Yeah, it's always good to receive. When they say, "Oh, it's better to give than receive," oh, not when it comes to money. All right, there, Larry. Anything else to add?
No, I got something I got to do around 9 o'clock, so I'm not sure if I'll be in maybe before you close up, but I'll try to get back in here. But right around 9 o'clock, I got something I got to do. So, anyways, I'll just listen along until that point in time.
Roger. Okay, very good. Well, let's see if anyone else is out there that'd like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton. Any new check ins, please come now.
PE3 PFH.
All right, I got Pete in there, VE3PFH. Sounds like he was doubling with someone. Who's the other station?
PE3 FJJ.
There you go. No wonder. You guys are practically neighbors. All right, very good. VE3FJJ. Anyone else? Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to Pete, VE3PFH. Happy 420 there, Pete.
Happy 420, everyone. There, you have just throwing a bean in the pot there for you there. Yeah, we're just sitting on the porch here having a 420.
Yes, I can't wait to be doing that in the evening and not having to wear a big heavy jacket. And yeah, just sit out there in your sandals or whatever, and t-shirt or no shirt, whatever. But it's coming. They're saying double-digit temperatures coming up soon. Can't wait. But we got another windy day apparently, so remember to grab your blue bins once they pick up your garbage, or they'll be flying down the street.
Yeah, Roger. Oh, there goes Larry on the dirt bike.
Oh, is it?
Look like him.
Right on. Yeah, we're going to start hearing those. Start hearing Harleys, motorized bicycles. Yeah, nice weather's coming. I can't wait. We got our tiger lilies coming out of the ground out front, so we're gonna have to clean up once. Once I don't have to wear a jacket out to do any outside work, then we'll start cleaning that up. Anything new and exciting there, Pete?
Oh, not much. I'm just on the bow thing there right now. I'll probably go down the basement in a few minutes and I'll catch you probably in the next round. But nothing new. Just got my truck fixed. Ford wanted almost $1,000 there, and I brought it to the Dave's. Oops. Yeah, I brought it to a Dave's on Cannon there, just one block from Grosvenor, and charged me $250.
Oh yeah. What was wrong with it?
Just YouTube, what these trucks are known for. A wire broke. The ignition wire broke. And, he fixed my exhaust. Had a crack around it. Center of the part there. I was kind of putting that on hold there. Yeah, he fixed that for me. And, I was having squealing problems with my air conditioning. He said it was, the belt was too tight, so he loosened it a bit. So we're all ready for rock and roll there. Actually, I think I got to do brakes on both cars.
Yeah, Roger, on the brakes, we have to do ours as well. Starting to feel a little, it feels a bit different, she said, Renata. So better get those looked at soon. And yeah, she just got her check from Ministry of Ontario yesterday. Came in handy because the car battery died. So $140 later, we got a new battery. I'm not sure. I think it's a 5-year warranty there, but she went down at that place on Parkdale, and I told her, everybody's saying go there, so that's what she did. So right on. Okay, well, good luck with that, Pete. We'll let you go for now, and we'll catch you on the base. If people were having difficulty hearing Pete, it's because he was on his Bofang handheld radio. Great signal at my location, full strength, but he's only a few blocks away. So if you want to hear people that you can't hear on the radio, we are streaming live on YouTube. Just put in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search and look for Areg week 1492. Look for us live there. All right, well, let's go to Flynn. He's in the same neighborhood as well. VE3FJJ. Good evening, Flynn.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on frequency. Just thought I throw out a general call, see how everyone is. A little tired. I'm not sure if I'm going to be around second round. I got one more 12 to do, and then I'm off for the weekend, and then go back in Monday. So we'll see what happens here. But I just thought I'd throw in a general check-in and say hello.
Oh, very good there, Flynn. Yeah, you do sound a little tired. But that's to be expected with these 12s. I never liked, I think they call them continental shifts. They wanted to do that at E.D. Smith at one time there, and I was totally against it. Thank you very much. I'll take my 8 hours. I worked for almost 10 years in the carnival industry, working 12, 15 hours a day. Sometimes I worked for a day and a half straight, no sleep. So, yeah, it's time to go back to the 8 hours, and I loved it. So 12s aren't for me. They never were. But anyways, thanks, Flynn, for checking in, sir. Your check-in number 11. Thank you very much, and happy 420.
All right, Chuck. But yeah, check in. Just give me a call. I might be here, I might not, or I might, or I could be counting the herd of sheep. But just give it a check-in. I might be here.
All right, will do. Okay, that's VE3FJJ in the East End of Hamilton. So let's go to on this day. People born on this day would be George Takai from Star Trek. Sulu, actually, was his name on the Star Trek show. Born on this day, 1937. And Craig Frost. He's the American keyboardist for Grand Funk Railroad. You remember that song, Some Kind of Wonderful? He was born on this day in 1948. Craig Frost. Luther Vandross, born on this day, 1951. I didn't think he was that old. Passed away in 2005. And also on this day, do you guys remember, or guys and gals, those of you listening, a TV show called Gentle Ben back in the 60s, I believe? Well, that would be Clint Howard. He was born on this day, 1959. That's the younger brother of Ron Howard. We all know him from Happy Days, and now he's a director and all that. So, yeah, Clint Howard's born on this day, 1959. Don Mattingly, American baseball first baseman, born on this day, 1961. And also Carmen Electra, born on this day, 1972. She was in Scary Movie and a few others. Her real name is Tara Leigh Patrick. Carmen Electra, 1972. Okay, well, that's it for now. Let's see if there's anybody else out there who'd like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for check-ins. Please come now.
V3GBD.
All right, we'll take them one at a time then. VE3GBD George. Hey, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was on the 147420 talking to Doug out there in New Hampshire, and he had to go for a pee, so here I am, just doing a key up and saying hello. I got both frequencies going, and yeah, no. Other than that, no, everything's doing good. We're doing good.
All right, yeah. I've heard you and Dougie from New Hampshire out in the cabin. Yeah, Dougie from New Hampshire here. I love the accent. But good for you, George, right on. And thank you for stopping by and checking in with us, during the intermission? Anything new and exciting? No?
Uh, Not really. Nothing new and exciting. We're just waiting to be able to get up to the trailer to take a bunch of stuff up there, but with the weather, the way it's been, yeah, I think we're definitely gonna have to wait till May 1st when they open. But we were kind of hoping to get up earlier, but we'll see. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. We'll see.
Yeah, let's hope those Mayflowers come soon. Yeah, I know what you mean with the weather. That pretty much explains everything. We all know it's been a long, dragged out winter. I mean, Mother Nature does tease us once in a while, gives us a nice day here and there. Uh, double-digit temperatures out of the blue, but we don't seem to follow the seasons uh, like they're supposed to go.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, because they keep sending us an email saying, because we could go up earlier, but they say with the soggy conditions up that way, they don't want traffic. So, and I'm not carrying something from where you can just park and then walk it to the trailer. No, 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 no. I want to be able to at least park right at the trailer so I can bring it in, because stuff we got here is pretty heavy. But other than that, yeah, I don't not much traffic, but I will be sticking around. I'll be listening for sure.
Yeah, right on. Well, good for you for having a trailer. I know we're still car camping, so we haven't done that in the last 2 years. And, you know, the campsites are probably booked way ahead of time now because people have been locked up and they want to get the hell out. And so all the premium sites at campsites are taken. So, um, yeah. So we'll just have to see what we can get or do backyard camping or whatever you want to call it. At least we got a fire pit in the yard. I got to straighten it out this year, but at least we got that.
Yeah, see, and I wish we could do that, but well, I got a certain neighbor that, well, would phone the fire department on me every time. So no, we're just looking forward to hitting the trailer. There's already fire pit set up, but yeah, he actually left us a whole thing of wood too. There's like a lot of wood, so I think we'd be good for the season. This season, anyway. But yeah, you know what? We're looking forward to it. We did the camping thing, but we can't do that anymore. Even on the air mattress and whatnot, we just can't do that anymore. We're just frail, I guess.
Oh, buddy, I know I've got this back issue. I get my procedure done every 6 months, and it's coming up here in the first week of May. I can't wait to get it done. But I know what you mean. Trying to get up off of an air mattress. Thank goodness it's a double. It's a little higher, but yeah. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do that, but until I can't anymore, George, we're gonna do our best.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, you never know. Maybe one night or one weekend we can get together. You guys come up to the trailer. It's an hour and a half drive, but hey, spend the night and just enjoy.
Yep, it's nice to get away. I know we usually go to Valens because it's not far away, and we have a dog, and we just have a car. it's tough to pack everything, and so we have to do 2 trips just to go to Valens to get and bring our dog with us because it's a big black lab. And yeah, but you know what? Once you're there, um, you feel like you're far away, even though you're not, because you're in a real green forest, uh, and it feels nice. Anyways, what I'm trying to say.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's what we would get rent a cottage or a trailer or whatever for a weekend. It costs a lot of money, but it's nice. It's just to get out of the city.
Yeah.
Now I want to get out of the city. I don't want to. I don't even want to live here anymore. So we're thinking a couple years we'd probably sell the house and move out to Woodstock or something.
Yeah. See, I traveled most of my life, and I settled down when I turned 30, and and I've always tried to get the wife, oh, let's move out of the city, and no, I want to stay here. So now that we're getting older, the story might change. You never know, but I'm with you. Uh, you know, get out more into the countryside.
Oh yeah, the rural areas, and you know we've been up that way a few times now. They got this old cheese factory, and then there's the Mennonites. They have up there, so definitely want to check a lot of shit out. Oops, sorry. And actually, in May, I believe May, or they have the what do you call it? The Scottish competition thing. Oh my God, I can't think of it now.
Yeah, me neither. I have friends of Scottish descent living in Winnipeg, and they have a clan bash every year, and they do their own Scottish games there. But yeah, I know what you mean, like throwing telephone poles.
Yeah, the Highland Games. That's what
That's
it's
it.
called. The Highland Games.
That's it. That's it. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah, I love watching those.
Yeah, they're gonna have them up there in Embro, the Highland Games. But there's so much to do up there, right? Woodstock. I mean, but yeah,
Mhm.
there's so much to do up there. So we're, I don't know. Wife ain't gonna retire yet because, well, she makes good money. So but hey, we're definitely thinking of it going up that way. But we got the trailer, so you know, baby steps, right? Baby steps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear you guys have a getaway place now, and I bet you're all excited to get in there. Another, what is it? There's 30. Yeah, 30 days in the month. So another 10 days, 9 days. So, yeah. And then George will be at the trailer. All right, George. We'll give you a shout next time around. Do appreciate you checking in. Do you have anything else for us before we carry on?
No, no, just hello everybody on that, and good job, Chuck. Yeah, I'll be listening.
Okay, very good. And once again, as I mentioned earlier, we are streaming live on YouTube. Just put in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box and look for us live there or under the title Areg Week 1492. And with that, let's see if anybody else is out there like to join us here for the Areg Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. looking for check-ins. Please come now.
BE3 DJZ, check it in.
VA3 OYL.
All right, I got VE3DJZ and VA3OYL. Let's go to Huey. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Chuck and British Online. Just checking in, no traffic to report. Hope everything's good and everybody's alright. And enjoying the weather so far?
Yeah, well, get ready for more stuff to be blowing around. I know I'm once all these high winds stop there, I'm gonna have to take down my Antron and replace one of the top rail fence posts there. It's just bent at close to the joint, and these high winds keep battering this poor pole, and now it's all bent over. But other than that, we're doing all right there, Huey.
That's good. I heard there's a solar flare going on, a solar flare happening up there. It's causing radio blackouts.
Yeah, conditions haven't been the greatest. I know there was the Ontario QSO party on the weekend. I got maybe 27 contacts, I guess, but they were all Canadian, all from Ontario, and yeah, I had fun. But yeah, we've been getting just pummeled from solar storms from the sun. So hopefully that'll quiet down and we can get some good conditions happening.
Copy that, Chuck. Well, hey, appreciate you doing the net. It's always good to hear you out there.
All right, Huey. Well, thank you for checking in. Much appreciated, sir. You take her easy, and supposed to be getting into double digits there, so I can't wait. All right, Huey. Let's see. Yeah, your check-in number 14 tonight, so very good. And so let's go to Deb out in the West End. Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Yankee Lima. Hi, Deb. How are you?
Good evening, Chuck and all on net. I'm doing well. I have to admit, I'm so square that I had to look up what 420 was, but now I know. And all is well here. Just I had some type of bug or something, or some digestive upset for a few days this week, so I was taking it easy. But other than that, I've been going for walks and watching my milkweed grow.
Ah, the milkweed. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, we have tiger lilies, like 6 feet tall tiger lilies, really big, and they're starting to grow outside of the garden area. They're creeping. We got a couple growing under our front steps. There's some growing in between the walkway crack, but that's okay. I'd rather have that than have a vine or something nasty.
Yeah, some things you just can't stop them from growing, eh? Wherever they'll grow under things and around things, and yeah, I have to do a little bit more yard cleanup. I didn't get back at it yet, but there'll be lots of time for that. It'll be there when I get at it.
Got that right. It's not going anywhere. So did you participate in this weekend's Ontario QSO party, Deb?
No, I did not. I was feeling under the weather, and I didn't even turn the radio on all week. Oh my goodness, this wind thing! I'll tell you, I've been raising my 2 meter 440 antenna up and down, up and down. Oh, I'm getting tired of it. But oh well, I'd rather do that than have the antenna damaged.
Yeah, apparently there's another round coming. I heard from Gary on the ZOE repeater lockdown net there, and so I didn't even know. And so yeah, we're like I was mentioning, it's garbage night. And once you hear the truck go by, make sure you get your bins. Otherwise, they're going to skate down the street and somebody else will have them.
Yeah, well, our garbage around here is Monday morning, but I have a wonderful neighbor that she must watch as soon as they go by. She puts our garbage cans away and hers. So I'll look out and they're gone. And okay, the neighbor put them away. So I'm pretty lucky there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So you got a neighbor that looks out the window all the time. Mrs. Kravitz, eh?
Yeah. But hey, anything goes on, uh, anything bad, then she'll know about it, which is good.
Yeah. She's, you don't need security cameras with her. She is the security camera.
Oh, for sure. Okay, I'll let you see if there's anybody else there coming along behind me.
All right, Deb. Well, thanks for checking in. Much appreciated. And we'll call on you again. And with that, let's see if there is anybody else out there who would like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, Areg. This is VA3CJZ, Chuck in the East End of Hamilton. Anyone, anywhere, come now. All right, nothing heard. Well, let's see if Mike is still with us on his portable Victor Echo 3 Kilo Mike Quebec. Next is Wade, Victor Alpha 3 November Charlie Alpha.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Chuck. Still here. Hey, about the CAA battery service. My story with them. This winter was harsh on my aging car, and the battery let me down twice. The second time, I was kind of, as is usually the case, I was kind of in a rush, and when CAA got there, they had me sold on the value-added service of a battery. So I was ready to buy it, and then they refused to install it for me because they said they were afraid it would lose the programming on my computer. And I said, the car is an 8-year-old car, and I've changed the battery once already, and nothing happened to the computer, but they still refused. So the result of that was I said, okay, could you jump me? And they did, and I drove straight to Canadian Tire and bought a new battery there. Sorry, not Canadian Tire, it was Costco, and installed it in the parking lot. And that battery's been running ever since. So sometimes, even if you want CAA's battery, they won't sell it to you. Anyways, that's my CAA battery story. Back to you, Chuck, VA3NCA.
Oh my, eh? Yeah, can you imagine? Brings you a battery, and you got to magically come up with some tools and unhook yours and put the new one in. Yeah, I would definitely be complaining to the Better Business Bureau and giving them a bad review. Plus, $250 just to deliver a battery. Are you kidding me? Yeah. The wife did well. Like I said, she went down to Parkdale, and with the exchange, I do believe it came to around 140 thereabouts. So yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Everybody's got different experiences, but yeah, for you're paying for a service as well. I mean, you'd think they'd slap that in that for you. It takes them 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, because I had been stranded twice then, and they jumped me the first time, and it lasted for a while. I pretty much was ready to bite the extra cost, but when they wouldn't do it, had a wrench in the trunk anyways, or a small socket set type, cheap socket set. So once they got me running again, I went and gave my business to Costco and was able to just do it in the driveway and no issues with the computer or anything. So I saved myself some money after all, but not aggravation. So oh well, I guess I won a little bit of money back from not having to spend it and instead spending it at Costco. But yeah, anyways, worked out well for me too, I suppose, except for a little bit of time. So glad to hear your car's back on the road. I'll be listening along, and I'll send it back to you, Chuck, VA3NCA.
Okay, Wade. One quick question: Did you participate in the Ontario QSO party?
I guess not technically the Ontario QSO party, but I guess it was running at the same time as the POTA Support Your Parks, which I did participate in. I think I have that right. I think they were running both this weekend. Is that true?
Yes, I do believe you're correct. I was having a rough time picking up any POTA stations, so I missed out on that. I tried on this one station, but conditions have been in and out, off and on, and just not the best. So I did not score any points or certificates or awards, which I understand they were handing out. All you needed was one contact, but yep, not this time around. Okay, Wade, thanks for that answer. So we'll talk to you again. Let's go to VE3 Lima Delta Zulu. Larry. All right, let's see if Rick is still around. VA3 AXJ.
Yeah, I just sat down, just put my laundry away. I had the portable on in the other room, but reception's not too good on that little portable. I gotta get an antenna up in the tower. I got one outside, but it's not quite doing the job here. So yeah, I just sat down. I'm just gonna take a breath here. Yeah, I'm still here. I'll be listening.
Okay, Rick. All right, well, let's go to Mike or Michael. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Romeo Bravo. Yeah, he was mobile, so he's probably way out of range. How about Larry, VE3 LBI? VE3 PDL? VA3 IMW.
Geez, what's going on, Chuck? Is everybody letting you down? Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey would never do that. Although I did just step away from the radio for a couple of minutes and got back just in time to hear you running down the list. Anyways, I did mention this net on the ACS net tonight and encouraged our friends across the lake to try and check in with us, but obviously you haven't heard any Torontonians. You know, they have that unique accent, Roger. And I heard AJF say he was going to try and check in with you tonight. Did you get a chance to hear him in there yet?
No, sir. It's possible we've been a little quick on the trigger, but I've just recently been trying to remind myself to give at least 2 seconds in between transmissions. But no, nothing yet, and that's still all right. We're at 14 or 15 check-ins so far, and hey, guess who died on this day, Mac?
I'm not sure, but he'll never do that again.
Well, on this day in 1999, sadly, Ravishing Rick Rude passed away. He's an American professional wrestler and he was only 40 years old. So, good old Ravishing Rick Rude. I thought you'd want to know about that.
Yeah, what was it that made him so ravishing?
Yeah, I don't know. Washboard abs. That's about it.
Okay, now we're getting down to the brass tacks. You had a man crush on this thing?
No, of course not. Of course not. But I do appreciate the human form, and someone who is athletic as opposed to not is, something I notice. But anyway, speaking of athletic, um, Boston Marathon, we just had that on this Monday, I do believe. It says here every third Monday in April, uh, ever since April 19th, 1897 was the very first Boston Marathon. And if I'm not mistaken, we had a Canadian. Yes. The 18th Boston Marathon was won by Canadian James Duffy in 1914.
Well, that's notable. As a matter of fact, one of my workmates just got back to work today after running the marathon. And as you know, with most of these marathon runners, they run themselves into the ground to the point where they need to take 2 to 3 days to recover and recuperate. Obviously, the major thing that affects them first is depletion of fluids, so they've got to spend time to rehydrate. And he's he's back today and fit as a fiddle, but obviously that's something that you have to take really seriously. You're straining your body and doing all that stuff for a long period of time, and it can take 2 to 3 days of intense hydration and carbon back up so that your system comes back to normal. So yes, Chris was happy to have the borders opened up so he could go down this year and participate.
Oh, very good, very good. I don't think I've ever known someone who's ran the Boston Marathon, but I do believe the marathon was based on history of Africans running from village to village to deliver news, and I think that's how it was based. But 26 miles, yeah, uh, that's a long run. Let me tell you, if you're not into running all the time, yeah, you'd be in for a big surprise for sure.
Yeah, I think if you had a good inspiration, like there's a wild beast chasing you, maybe that's a good reason to run far and long. But running for hours and hours and hours on end, just because you want to punish your body, not really my cup of tea. Running down to the neighborhood bar for a cold pint, now there's a reason to run.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of being chased by an animal, it made me think of this documentary I saw about these Australian bush women that would chase cats, feral cats, and they said that cats are fast, but if you keep chasing them, they eventually get tired and then they stop, and then the women catch up to it and they kill it and eat it right there on the spot. You should have seen this. It was crazy.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the other part of the equation. It's not how fast you can run, but can you sustain that pace? So, yeah, slow and steady wins the race, right? So I guess even a tortoise could catch its prey sooner or later.
Yeah, as long as the prey knows you're still chasing it. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. They said cats are very quick for a short distance, and after that, they slow right down. And these bush women were out in the desert. I mean, flat open, and so they could easily keep track of the cats and caught them in open ground. So it was very interesting. Anyways, let's go from cats to chickens. How's your chicken?
Well, I was just upstairs and got a thumbs up from the wife, as usual, cooking chicken breast down, allowing the juices to percolate inside the skin. Is always guaranteed for the moistest white meat that you ever have had. So it's 110% better than any of the rotisserie chickens that you would have gotten from your local Food Basics or other decent grocery store. I'm not even going to say the W word because I don't even consider that a grocery store. Anyways, yes, all good. It's wonderful. And I think there's going to be chicken, and more chicken. So there'll be some chicken salad sandwiches. There's going to be obviously an opportunity to toss the bones into a big stock pot and make a little batch of chicken soup. So yeah, there's all kinds of good things happening in the IMW kitchens. So I came home yesterday and the wife had 2 pots of soup on. She made a potato ham soup, and the other pot had a ham. Not even sure what to call it, but ham and vegetable soup. So there's 2 pots on the go right now, and I sense a third one in the offing. So there's going to be lots of good stuff. We'll probably freeze some down just to make sure that it doesn't go to waste. Just the 2 of us, just like the song says. But lots of provisions that we can put down. Anyways, on this day in history, go ahead.
Okay, Mac. Well, thanks for filling us in on the IMW kitchen. And before we go to the next person on the list, let's see if there is anyone else out there who'd like to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. Looking for check-ins. Anyone, anywhere, please come now. All right, and with that, I'm sure the next person on the list has been waiting patiently to test out their antenna, and that would be Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Papa Golf. Chris.
Relay.
Oh, okay, there's a relay in there. Go ahead.
FGT is coming into me with an S9 on direct. Do you want to take him now or take him later?
Oh, we'll take him now. Let me switch over to the Flamborough remote station and see if I can pick him up there. If not, we'll get you to relay for us there, Mac.
Okay, roger that. Grandpa Greg, net control is switching out to his remote station so that he can communicate with you direct. But your signal is just super duper tonight.
Well, thanks, Mac, for the relay there. And I can hear Chuck. I've taken the squelch right off the radio here, listening to all the static and everything else, and I can hear Chuck and his net down there right now. So I would have to say that this antenna is definitely doing a little bit better for me. Anyways, Chuck, just a little pee for the pot there, and thought we might get into you there with Mac as a relay. So we shot it again. We tried earlier. I guess you couldn't hear me. VA3FGT Simcoe.
Okay, VA3FGT, VA3CJZ. How about it there, Greg, do you copy?
I've got a better copy on you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. You were using the Flambro station, the remote station right now on the crossband, and you're coming in at a beautiful S20, 1520. So right on. Good job there, Greg.
And I'd have to say your Flambro station's coming in here with 4 bars, whatever that means on these Anytone radios, but that's full scale out here. Same with Mac, he's full scale to me too tonight, so definitely the two areas are doing very well to me out here in Simcoe, so. But we just quick check in for you there, Chuck, and a wave to everybody on your net, and VA3FGT Greg out here in Simcoe, standing by.
Okay, there, Greg. Well, you can play yourself back. You can listen to yourself on the YouTube live stream there, Greg. Just put my call sign in the YouTube search and look for us there, and you'll be able to hear and see the beautiful signal coming into my location via remote Flambro, that is. But nonetheless, all right, very good. Well, great job. Conditions must be good tonight, but unfortunately, I've got an S5, S6 noise level down on the 2 meter side, so that's why I'm not able to pull you in there. So, thankfully, we're able to use this remote station. Thanks for the pea in the pot there, Craig. You're in the log. You're check-in number 16 tonight. Good job, sir. Thanks for checking in.
Okay, Chuck. All the best to you. 7 threes and a big wave to everybody. VA3FGT.
Okay, VA3FGT, VA3CJZ on the remote. We will be dropping and switching back to the local station here. And there we are, back to the 2-meter side. And thank you, Mac, for offering to relay in there. And thanks for picking Greg up. Okay, well, let's try again and see if Chris is with us. VA3WPG.
Yeah, still here. VA3WPG here. Yeah, I'm going to call the antenna a success in the receiving department. I'm not going to go through the way it's all pointed and stuff, but FGD there and PFH, I had no copy on either one. I know one was on a Bofang and the other one was somewhat out. The Flamborough station there was coming in better on the beam than the vertical. OYL and DJZ both had static. OYL had minor static. Switching to the beam cleared them up crystal clear. FJJ dropped from a S9 to an S7. GBD went from S5 and static to crystal clear. And my favorite one is LDI or LDZ. I think it was LDI. Went from 0 copy and static to S5 to an S7. So that's exactly what I wanted out of the beam there. I was picking up a station that I was not able to get. I'm on the vertical right now, so in less than 5 seconds, I'll be back on the beam, and I'll give a quick count to 5 on that.
Okay, very good. Go right ahead there, Chris.
Okay, I'm back on the beam now on low power, SWR 1.3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And switching up to medium power, SWR 1.8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's with the driven element an inch too long over the specifications. I still have yet to trim it. I am now on the beam.
All right, very good there, Chris. Well, like I mentioned before, you can also play back the live stream on YouTube, and you'll be able to see and hear yourself. Not see yourself, but see your signal coming in. You were at S8, and then on the beam, you were at 10 over S9. So it was definitely more readable when you said you were on medium power than on low power. So, yeah, don't be shy. use more power when you need it. Well, I'm glad you were able to experiment with your beam. One thing, how do you turn your beam?
Okay, back on the vertical, on dual band vertical now on low power. The beam is currently clamped into the vise that I was using to cut the PVC pipe. It's just made of PVC and coat hanger. There's a picture on QRZ V4CRG of the antenna. There's no rotator right now. That's going to be coming up soon on my list. Right now I got to run out to my balcony, turn it, run back to the radio, take a look at the meter, run out, turn it, etc.
Okay. Yeah, so you're manually turning it. Very good, very good. Okay. I'm actually on the QRZ page now and watching it. Oh, you're on a balcony. Okay, very good, very good. Well, there you go. Everybody is scattered throughout the city here, so I'm glad you were able to play around and find out who comes in. And I do believe the station you were saying that came in the best was VE3LDZ, Larry. Okay, very good, Chris. Anything else before we move along?
Yeah, I wouldn't say coming in the best, but that was the absolute biggest improvement. There was some stations that had a bit of static in there and absolutely crystal clear like they were standing right next to me, but Larry there, I had absolutely no copy to a crystal clear copy with S5 on the 7 meters, so that's exactly what I wanted to do, and I am going to assume that he's out somewhere east there.
Yep, by the traffic circle in East Hamilton. Okay, very good, Chris. Well, thanks for giving us all that information, and good luck. And we'll catch you on the last 7-3 round. Moving along, let's go to VE3 PFH. Pete, you still there?
Hello, Chuck. Yeah, we're down in the basement there. Been listening there. Sure that Chris should be able to hear me there now. Just tinkering around the basement here. VE3 Papa Foxtrot Hotel. Back to you.
All right there, Pete. I forgot to ask Chris there. What's your location, please? VA3WPG, are you still there?
I am here, yes, VA3WPG. I heard him on the beam and on an S9, and I'm back on the vertical again. I believe I had a bit of static. If he could give another transmission, I definitely heard him that time.
Hello, how are you doing there? This is VE3 Papa Foxtrot Hotel in the East End, Crown Point East, Hamilton, Ontario.
Nice strong signal both ways now.
Yeah, I'm just on the base here. Antenna bungee cord to the east, Trav.
Very good. S9 both ways. S9 plus.
All right, there you go. Very good. Okay, Chris, I'm sorry. What's your location again?
7th floor, Hess Village, facing east.
Oh, that's right, Hess Village. Okay. Very good. Well, yeah, you're doing a great job over here by the Center Mall. And so it's been a pleasure. All right, Pete, there you go. Back to you.
Yeah, I was going to say there, if you need a good garage or a good cheap, mechanic, if you have a problem with your car, bring it to that Dave's Garage there, just 2 blocks up from Ottawa and Cannon there. Very reasonable guys. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with their work and their price. They're honest. Got a lot of good reviews there. So if your battery died, you should have went there. Probably would have got you a cheaper deal there. He's good like that.
All right. Well, we can always mention it to the wife. like I said, she's got her own personal mechanic there. But yeah, we'll definitely keep it in mind. Thanks, Pete. Much appreciated. Okay, then. Well, let's go and see if Flynn is still with us or if he's gone horizontal. VE3FJJ.
Contact. Hello, Chuck. Made it in. I made it for this round, but I don't think I'm going to make it for the last call round. So I'll probably say 73s. And gentleman there, Chris, thank you very much for giving me the feedback on how you heard me on your vertical in your beam. Hopefully, I'm sounding a little bit better there.
Okay, Flynn, just stand by. One contact. Go ahead.
Hi, Flynn.
There was a station with a contact in there. Go ahead. Yeah, I've got S4 of noise level, noise floor. So someone can relay. Is that Greg?
It's XBF, free XPS.
XBF. XBF. Okay. That is his name, John? You believe it's John? VE3XBF. Got a hard time pulling you in. Let me switch over to the remote station, see if I can pick you up a little bit better. VE3XBF, VA3CJZ.
He's on the QE heading into Hamilton, Chuck. He's only running about 10 watts at the moment. Are you hearing him?
Funny enough, I was picking up bits and pieces, but I did hear QEW and I did hear 10 watts. So very good there, John. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I have 100% copy on you. Got you an S5. There's a little bit of bacon in there, but not enough to worry about. Sounding good, sir.
Ronnie, road. Anyway, I'll be monitoring D3XPF. Thanks for letting me jump in.
Alrighty, sir. Well, as you get closer to Hamilton, jump in again and join us some more. So, anyway, back over to you, Chuck V3PDL.
Short.
All right. Thank you for that, PDL. Go ahead, Short.
Okay, Chuck, I'm going to say 7.3 to the frequency. I'm going to change the frequencies for about a half an hour. So, yeah, good job, everybody on the channel, everybody on the frequency. Have a good night and a better day tomorrow. BA3 XJ will be clean. We're clearing off this frequency.
Okay. Thanks for jumping in and letting us know there, Rick. VA3AXJ. Have a great evening. We'll talk to you later. Let's go back to VE3FJJ and we'll say goodnight to him as he's not going to be around for 7-3 round either. Okay, thanks, Flynn. Much appreciated, my friend.
Yeah, no problem. And I was just waiting back for confirmation. Hello there, Butch. Glad to hear you. Hello there, PDO. Good to hear you as well. And say 73s, guys.
Okay, Flynn. Take care, my friend. Let's stay in the East End and see if VE3GBD is still with us or if he's talking to Dougie in New Hampshire. Oh, I see 147420 is lighting up, so he must be there. All right, George. Well, you say hi to Dougie from New Hampshire for me, will ya? Sean checked in with us from our YouTube live stream. Thank you, Sean. And you were next on the list here. And so after that would be Huey, VE3DJZ. Are you still there? All right. Well, let's go to Deb, VA3OYL.
Oh, I made it back just in time. I went and had a
See, look at
quick
that, eh?
snack. I am looking for some bamboo flooring. I need like 1 or 2 pieces to repair a floor. And I'm wondering where I can get just 1 or 2 pieces of bamboo flooring, if anyone has any ideas. I don't want to go shopping all around to restore. I guess I could call them and see if they had any, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question, Deb. Bamboo flooring, you say? I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's a friend of mine redid her house, remodeled her house when she moved in, and she designed it herself. And so she decided to put bamboo flooring in, and now we're trying to sell the house. She passed away, and we're trying to sell the house, and there's little repairs that need to be done here and there. So that's why I'm trying to find some used pieces if I can. I don't care what it looks like because it's gonna go into a garage that's converted into an office space, so it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, let's see if there's anyone listening that knows where you might be able to get 1 or 2 pieces of bamboo flooring. Anyone out there have any ideas? Well, sounds like you're gonna have to do your own research, Deb, and maybe go online and make some phone calls. Home Hardware, Rona, I don't know.
Yeah, you never know, right? I might be able to get something there. But yeah, I'll have to look around. There's some Facebook groups for home improvement and whatnot around Hamilton, so I can put a message up there and see what happens.
Contact
Bamboo flooring. Yeah, go ahead there, contact.
VA3IMW. Yeah, flooring and carpeting and all kinds of stuff for bits and pieces and odds and sods. You might want to check out End of Roll. They got a store in Burlington on the what's the west side of Burlington. I guess somewhere around the North Service Road. But they usually have skids of stuff in there that it's kind of like surplus and end of line and so forth. You might have some good luck matching some some flooring with that. And other than that, you only see the bamboo flooring come up in spurts on the big box stores like Lowe's and Home Depot. But when you can get a hold of it, it is a good opportunity to replace flooring. It gives you the wear qualities of hardwood, but it's obviously a lot cheaper because it's much more replaceable. Yeah, bamboo grows like weeds. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you guys, and good luck with that, Deb.
Thanks a lot. I forgot about End of the Roll. I'll have to check that out. Much appreciate the input.
Okay, very good. Deb, I was just Googling while Mac was talking there, and there's an Asian place on Cannon called Hai Rong Flooring. Hai spelled Hai, Rong Rong. Hai Rong Flooring. They might have, it came up as one of the places, so they're on Cannon Street. So yeah, other than that, and the one that Mac just mentioned there, guess you'll have to do some more research.
Yep. Okay. I just thought I'd ask. You catch somebody doing a renovation, right? That's tearing up old flooring. If a couple pieces are in good shape, but you just have to put the word out there, and sometimes it bounces back to you. So I don't think I'll be. I guess this will be my 7-3 round. Um, Poochie's gonna have to go out, so I'll say 7-3. Good net, and we'll do it all again next week. VA3 OYL.
Okay, Deb. Well, thanks a lot for joining us once again this week. Glad you're feeling well, and we'll have to find out next week if you found what you're looking for. You'll have to tell us all about it. Okay, very good. Sounds like we'll have a pretty short 7-3 round, but nonetheless, thank you and good night, Deb. VA3 OYL. Next is Greg out in Simcoe. Let's switch over to the remote station and see if we can start our 7-3 round with Greg.
NFG.
Oh, there's NFG. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to butt in there. I just figured I'd catch in there. I'll make the next 7-3 round. I'll let the FGT go ahead.
Okay, very good. Steve, I've got you marked in the log, sir.
Thank you. Let's hear it. VA3 FGT, you hearing this? VA3 and FG.
Yeah, let's try and see if Greg is still listening. VA3 FGT, VA3 CJZ on the remote Flamborough station. He must have stepped away, or he's listening to the stream live on YouTube. We're going to switch back over to the local station here. And here we are. So let's go to Steve. You wanted to wait till I do the whole list again and get you for 7-3 round there, Steve, or what?
No matter. I can do the 7-3 round now, or you can catch me at the end. What time is it? Is it at like 9:30 or something? I'm up at 5:08 a.m. So I don't know if we'll be around for the next 7-3 round, but we just wanted to add our 2 cents in there for a check-in there, Chuck. You can't miss check-in with Chuck Wednesday nights on the Big Areg. This is VA3 NFG.
All right, Steve. Okay, very good. Yeah, it is 9:48 p.m. and currently 8.3 degrees Celsius outside the CJZ studio. Thanks for checking in, Steve. 8 more weeks to go before we hit the big 1,500, 1,500 weeks for the Areg there. 8 more weeks. We're at 1,492 right now. So you are check-in number 18 tonight, Steve. Thanks a bunch for checking in, sir. You take care. We'll probably catch you on the radio tomorrow at some point, going into work or whatnot. So, all right, Steve. Thanks a bunch. All righty. Well, let's see if anybody else is out there would like to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for your checking. Anyone, anywhere, please come now.
Victor Echo 3, X-Ray Bravo Foxtrot. How am I sounding now?
Wall to wall, treetop tall there, John. Yeah, you're coming in much better now.
My antenna here doesn't like 2 meters. It's really well on 70 centimeters, but that's why I have to turn my power down to 10 watts. But just came down the Skyway Bridge, and I'm heading back towards Hamilton. Quick question. Do you ever talk to John, VE3JSU anymore?
Well, yes. I do, and no, I don't. It's been a while. I spoke to him just before Christmas, and so I haven't heard anything from him since then. But I'm due for a chit chat with him. I do have his number, and we do chat there. How about you?
No, I haven't talked to him in a while. I talked to him about a year ago, I guess, was the last time I talked to him. But I was just curious to know. He was one of my first contacts when I got licensed, and I just wondered how he's doing. He's up there in Manitowoc still, right?
Yes, he is, and he's vowing never to move back to Hamilton. So last I heard from John, uh, he was having issues with his landlord. He had a rent to own agreement that fell through. John got paid off a sum of money, and he had to be out of the house within weeks, is what I heard last. And so I assume he's not homeless. He did have money, but he didn't have anywhere to go at the time. So hopefully he's doing better now. We'll have to give him a call and we'll report back.
Yeah, if you do talk to him, I appreciate it. Anyways, just to let you know, I was catching you on Simplex here, just outside of Toronto by the Rogers Center. That's where I started to flip the radio over to that, the 146 430 here. And I was just catching you. There was another station I was catching. PDL, I was also catching you, but sporadically for everybody. Once again, my radio front end is terrible on this, and being downtown Toronto wasn't a good idea.
Hey, you're in S9 here, John V3PDL.
Yeah, John, thanks for that. That's a good distance there, especially with all the steel and concrete in downtown Toronto. Rogers Center is good. Thanks for that. And you're coming in full scale over at my location there, John. I'm 2 blocks south of the Center Mall.
Anyway, guys, I'll let you go. I'm getting near home now. VE3 XBF in the group, but I'll be monitoring.
All right, very good. Thanks for joining us there, John. And good job with the mobile. And thanks for the radio report for myself and PDL and others. Okay, very good. So let's do another shout out before we do the 7-3 round. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, Areg. And we're looking for any last minute check ins. Please come now. All right, nothing heard. Well, let's start the 7-3 round. Do I have any on this day stuff I want to share now that Paul is here? PDL. You're going to like this. In 1979, on this day, President Jimmy Carter is attacked by a swamp rabbit, which swam up to his fishing boat in Plains, Georgia. Now, I had to look up what a swamp rabbit was, and it made me laugh. So what do you think of that there, Paul?
Well, now you got me wanting to know what a swamp rat is.
No, it's a swamp rabbit.
Oh, rabbit. Okay. Well, elaborate.
It's just a big rabbit, and I guess it hangs out in the swamps down in Georgia, Louisiana, in those parts, Florida, I'm assuming. So I just thought that was funny. So that was on this day, 1979. A swamp rabbit attacks the president, Jimmy Carter. Okay. And then in 76, George Harrison sings the Lumberjack song with Monty Python in New York City. I don't know about you, but I remember the Lumberjack song very well.
He puts on women's clothing like panties and a bra. I wish I was a girly just like my dear papa.
Oh, that's fabulous there, Mac. Thank you. Deepwater Horizon drilling rig explodes on this day in 2010, killing 11 and causing the rig to sink. So that was. Remember the TV show called Smallville about Superboy? Well, the actress Allison Mack, the little blonde uh, young lady that played in that show, was arrested in 2018 on charges of sex trafficking in relation to a sex cult called Nexium in New York. That floored me when I heard that. And Nexium is spelled Nxivm. November X-ray India Victor Mike. So there you go. And Pete Rose pleads guilty to hiding 300 grand in income in 1990, which led to his downfall for betting and all that stuff. So, anyways, and rocker Papa from the Mamas and the Papas, John Phillips in 1981 was arrested for drug possession. They don't say where or when, but anyways. All right, well, that pretty much sums up on this day. I've got more, but that's okay. So we'll do one last call out and start the 7-3 round. This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Looking for your check-in. Anyone, anywhere, please come now. All right, quickly through the list. Let's go to Wade, VA3NCA. Last call.
Well, thanks, Chuck. Another successful Wednesday Areg, and thanks for doing it. And 73 to all, and to all, good night.
All right, very good, Wade. Thank you for checking in with us. Sounding great, sir. Your 2-meter portion of your antenna is working fabulous. Now you got to work on the other one. All right, I know you'll get there. Let's see. Let's go to the next person real quick here. VE3LDZ, Larry, you still with us? Okay. AXJ said good night as well. How about Larry, VE3LBI? You there? VE3PDL, last call.
Okay, I'll take a shot of whiskey and 2 cold beers, please.
You're just in luck. I've got 1 shot of whiskey left.
Just kidding. I don't drink whiskey. Anyways, very good, Chuck. Good net. Pretty good turnout. I noticed there's newer call signs coming in that we don't normally hear, which is always good. Always good to have some new guys jumping in or some old guys re-jumping in, whichever. And ladies, of course. Yeah, all right. I'll pass it back to you, sir. 7-3, good job, and we'll be around for next Wednesday as well. V3PDL.
All right, Paul. Yeah, you're absolutely right there. We've got some new call signs in tonight, and we had a total of 18 check-ins. So very good night. I mean, it doesn't always start off with half a dozen check-ins. Sometimes it's only 1 or 2, but we get there, and it's a fun time. I enjoy myself, and hope everybody else does too. Okay, Paul. Thank you, sir. VE3PDL up on the escarpment, and thank you for your relaying. Much appreciated. Let's stay up on the hill and say goodnight to Mac, VA3IMW.
1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer. That's what last call's all about. But you can't stay here, right? Anyways, yeah, always fun to check in with Chuck. And when there's chicken on the barbecue, you know it's chicken with Chuck. Anyways, it's all good. And Glad that we're creeping up on that 1,500 number and soon to be celebrating 29 years. Anyways, thanks for doing it, Chuck, and keeping up the heritage. And we'll be back with you next week. Of course, for many of you, we'll hear you all again tomorrow night. So 7 threes to you and all. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Good night.
Comment?
Go ahead.
Oh, there you go. Just make it short, okay?
No, I was just going to comment on the 1,500th coming up there. You said that's in like 8 weeks, Chuck, or something? So that's going to be nice warm weather. We should maybe have a shindig for it or something.
Yes, we will definitely have to chat about that and ruminate and maybe figure something out. We're at 1492, so 8 more weeks brings us to roughly the 20th of June. So definitely going to be nice. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Absolutely, Paul. Good idea.
Alrighty. We did the last Areg net here. Depending on how many people are interested, we could probably do it here again if you're into it. But yeah, like you said, we'll chat about it later and get everybody's input and see what's up. But very good, sir. I'll let you continue on. V3 PDL.
Yeah, let me know so I can book it off. VA3 and FG.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Paul, maybe we can do the net from your place. Who knows, eh? Yeah, we'll definitely chat about that for sure. All right, Paul, thanks for that. And we heard Mac in there. Did we finish up with Mac?
Yeah.
You did. Just make sure you give Pierre lots of warning so you can book 3 days off for his recover from tequila thing.
All right, then. Okay. Thanks, Mac. Take care. Have a great one. We'll talk to you again soon. And hopefully you listened to yourself on the YouTube stream at the beginning there when you switched mics and got a better idea of what you sound like. All right. With that, let's move along and go to VA3 WPG at Hess Village. Chris, are you still there? Last call.
Yes, I'm still here, VA3 WPG. Just to finish things off, I just want to clarify that when you asked me how I rotate the antenna, that's how I would rotate it, but for the tonight's testing, it was just stationary. So when I said like the Flamborough station was coming in better, that was actually off the back of the beam. It's been pointed towards Stony Creek the whole night. So I'm going to consider this antenna as a success, and all I can do now is bring down the SWR, clip it on the weekend. And I mentioned on COVID net there that I had this plan for about 15 years. So that's back when I was in Winnipeg there, which everything was pretty much 2 meters out there with 170 centimeter repeater. Everything out here seems to be 440. So I think the logical thing to do would be to reconstruct this antenna again and do it for 440. So I think that's going to be my next project. So with that, I'm going to say 73, everybody. Have a good night, and back to the net. VA3 WPG.
Comment.
Okay, go ahead there, comment.
Yeah, Chuck, 7 3s for the frequency, VA3, AXJ. We're going to be QRT. Thanks for doing the net, and have a good night, and a better day tomorrow.
You already said that. Beat it.
You be quiet up there, Mr. PDL. I'll have to come up there and spend some more of your money.
Good to hear you in there, Rick.
7 3s, Paul. Have a good night, buddy, and a better day tomorrow. We're clear the frequency.
7 3.
All right. Thanks, Rick. Let's go back to Chris real quick there. Well, not that I'm biased to 2 meters there, Chris, but there are a lot of repeaters on 2 meters. There's simplex nets. Well, actually, not too many. I'm one of the few that has a simplex net in the area. But both 440 and 2 meter are pretty um, active in this area, in the greater Hamilton, Toronto area. So something to think about. And with that, I'll say goodnight, Chris. Thank you very much. We're going to move along now to Butch in the East End, VE3 PFH. Pete, you still there? Last call. All right. I think FJJ said good night, but let's check in on him. Flynn, you there? All right. Let's check with Doug in New Hampshire. Oh, I'm sorry, George. VE3 GBD. Last call, George.
There you are. I was just talking to him out there. He's apparently pretty drunk, so he decided he's gonna be shut her down. But I don't know. He'll still be out there.
Very good. Well, we're going to take a break after we wrap up the net here, George, and then take the garbage out and then come back on the air and see what's going on. Maybe we'll listen in and see how funny Dougie is. All right, George, thanks for checking in and coming back to us there, my friend. Much appreciated.
Oh yeah, no, I was I think he's gone to bed now. He's done. He's done. He says, I'm just staying in my cabin. He's done.
Well, there you go. When it's time, it's time. All right, George, thanks again, sir. We'll catch you on the airwaves soon, I'm sure. VE3 GBD. Have a great rest of the evening. Let's see. All the others have said goodnight. Let's drop real quick and see if Greg is still there. VA3 FGT, VA3 CJZ. All right, let's switch it back to the Hamilton station. VE3XBF. Last call, John. Oh, that's right. He's at the home 20 now. Okay, then that brings us to the last person on the list, and that's Steve. VA3 November Foxtrot Golf. Last round, last call there, Steve. Okay, I guess we missed Steve. Well, let's see if there's any last minute check ins here who'd like to drop in and say hello on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3 CJZ looking for any last minute check ins. All right. Well, that's it. It's time to put a bow on it. It's now time to close this evening's Areg. As I mentioned before, this is week 1,492 weeks that Areg has been on the air on this frequency. I'd like to thank everyone for participating in this week's Areg, and I look forward to hearing from you again next week. Until then, stay safe. Have a great rest of the week. We hope to catch you down the log. This is VA3 CJZ saying good night, all, and thank you.